Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me on 10 Minute Tuesday. This is episode 18, and I got my brother, one of my best friends from the sixth grade, fifth grade, I don't know, sometime early on, Knoxville. But I got my brother on here, Nathan Faulkner. What's up, bro?
What's up? Say cool, man. I'm so glad to be here, man. Loving the space you got going on, man.
Appreciate it, brother. All right, well, it's 10 Minute Tuesday, episode 18. We know the routine. Let's go ahead and hop into it. 10 minutes. So, Nathan, introduce yourself.
All right, my name's Nathan Faulkner. I just recently started a new role as business analytics advisor for Evernorth at the Cigna Group, which is a major healthcare organization. Prior to that, I was a data reporting manager. Been in data a little over 10 years now. Seems crazy to think that. Half of that time was dealing with marketing analytics. Then the other half has been with healthcare data and medical economics. So,
Awesome, awesome, great introduction. So you got into data, but at some point you were doing stuff before that. So what really compelled you to get into data to begin with?
well, I mean, it started, I don't know, when I was in high school. I've always liked computers. I don't know if you remember, like, we had these like occupational questionnaires, and we answer the questions, and it's supposed to like tell you what your fit is as far as like your occupation or your career path should be. So I remember taking those, and a lot of them were the results were like, computer engineering, um software developer, things like that. And those kind of like really piqued my interest, just because at heart I was kind of like nerdy into computers, into gaming. So I was like, yeah, I want to be a game developer. Let's do that. But uh, once I started college and kind of like really got into coding and understanding like what I really like to do, that was kind of like that first, I guess, pass at it. Just taking the classes, like the coding classes, C Sharp, Visual Basic, SQL, getting into database management through college. So that was kind of like my first pass, but it really sparked my interest taking those high school questionnaires. I
Yeah,
would say.
that's crazy. You know, those questionnaires, I would always adjust my answers to be a consultant. Like I would like always adjust it because I really wanted to do that. I was like, oh, I think I could do that, and then I will always like make my answers fit that role. And then here we are as a consultant, and then now you're in the data atmosphere. So that's incredible. Look at what we spoke into existence even early on.
We made it happen.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So along the path, in our career wise, we have our quote unquote biggest failure with quotation marks around failure. So what do you think is your biggest failure in your path, and what did you learn from that experience?
I would say, starting off in school, I didn't finish college right out of high school, so that was for me my biggest failure. Dropped out, although I had some family matters to take care of at home. I still kept on the grind, working and taking some classes through community college. But the things I've learned from that is that it's, there's roadblocks and speed bumps in everybody's journey, but success is really about how we overcome in our lives. So, I take it as learning experience. Even though you fail at one thing, you just got to keep going, keep motivating yourself to achieve your goals. And so that's kind of like what I did. Took that step and kind of brought myself up after that.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been there beside you, so I've seen the whole journey, and I love watching the perseverance and everything that you overcome, and just watching it, and it's always fascinating. This is one of the reasons why I start this podcast is because I care about the journey. Right? People can see the stuff where we're at, but they don't understand what it takes to get to where you're at. So I always love hearing different perspectives about the journey and the path that everybody goes on.
Yeah, man, it's yeah, everybody's got their own path, but definitely had a lot of support through friends and family through those times, and really pushed me along the way.
Cool. All right. So, what is one lesson your job has taught you that you think everyone should learn at some point in their life?
I would say, uh, don't be afraid to try and ask questions. Um, that's probably the biggest thing. I know first starting out is, you want to make an impact in a role like early on. For me, I always wanted to make an impact early on, make a difference, make a change, but always take on that responsibility to automatically, I have to know everything to make to be great, or to, to make an impact. And I would say learning how to ask questions and don't be afraid to ask those questions is definitely the lesson that I've learned. And just to kind of keep you going, um, just by asking those questions.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a common theme with people like as they progress in their journey. It's like you hit this role or this new role, entry level, whatever it is, and you feel like you this self inflicted pressure that I need to know everything or I need to make an immediate impact in the first 10 days, and it's just like I'm not gonna ask anything or I don't need help. But it's like when in reality we really need to like raise our hand and be like, hey, I don't know this.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely burned me a couple times where I'm like trying to take on this huge project, and all I need to do is ask us some questions to some people, and then I'll have cut my production time in half pretty much. But
Yeah, yeah, but you had to go through it to understand that. So it's definitely a journey. I think all of us in our careers have gone through at some point. All right.
exactly.
So, what is one piece of advice you'd give someone starting out in their career?
I would say adapt to change and be open to learning new things. As you know, working in technology, it's constant change. I mean, there's new developments every single day. And it's like, if you're not able to learn and adapt to the ever changing environment of technology, you're kind of going to get left behind. So that would definitely be my piece of advice: is always be mindful of the change that comes with the job and adapt to it, learn and grow. And as you grow, I mean, sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Definitely technology and everything's cloud after post COVID is just like you got to be able to adapt. I've seen some people flame out because they only know one language, and it's just like you got to keep up. Like if you're not keeping up, you're, not as bad word to say it's valuable, but it's like you just got to keep up with the trends that are going on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we talk about AI all the time, since that's pretty like the hot topic right now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, you know, people are using it, and cutting a lot of their productivity in half, and it's just like things are going to be changing
Yeah,
crazy.
it is. It is. All right. So tell me about the most influential people in your life and how they have impacted you.
Well, these would be more like groups. I would say not particularly any body in general. I have two influential groups in my life that have pushed me along the way. So that's my friends and my family. Um, yeah, friends, family for sure. Yeah, definitely you are part of that friends group slash family group. Um, I like to think that I'm a reflection of them, because of the aspirations in life are pretty much the same. Like, um, my family has always got my back no matter what, um, and they just kind of help motivate me throughout life.
Love it. I love it. I'm glad to be a part of both circles. It is very mutual. You are my brother, my friend, and there's so much stuff that I always learn from you, technically, and just family man and how to be a head of the household and stuff. So there's so many things that I always learn from you. So I wanted to get that, especially on wax while I have a platform because it's my platform. I can do that. So, but my brother, man, love you, and man, just appreciate all the stuff that you always do for me and my family.
Oh yeah, man. Likewise, man. Likewise. Like I said, reflection, man. You definitely inspired me. Uh, and we have a great tight knit group of brothers, and we've always supported each other.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Preston. Got to get them on
Yo,
wax.
shout out.
Cool. All right, Nathan, where can listeners find you at online?
Well, yeah, I'm not as uh out there as you are, man. But I am on LinkedIn. So you can reach me out on LinkedIn. Um, so, and then if you view my profile, LinkedIn will snitch on you. So I'll see you. But yeah, that's probably the best place to reach me at, man.
Cool. Awesome. You heard it from here first. Go on LinkedIn, holla at Nathan. And this was a great episode of 10 Minute Tuesday. Thank you for joining me, brother. And I gotta see you this weekend at some point, sometime. Gotta get together.
Yeah, we gotta get the family together.
Yeah, man. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. This is episode 18 of 10 Minute Tuesdays. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will talk to you all next week. Y'all have a great day.
Brother. Peace out.
Peace.